Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj.
Oh, mate.
What's up, bro?
Going on, man?
How's it going?
It's all good, isn't it? It's all good.
Should we give full context?
Why? What full context?
Because we have to be honest with our listeners, man.
Okay, full context about what though?
Before we started recording, I was like, bro, I ain't got no energy today, man.
Yeah. And we jump on like we got tons of it. Well, not tons of it.
The
Moderate amount.
We jump on and we carry on like we've got bags and bags of energy. But yeah, no, man, it's been I'm going back to work on Monday, so I think the holiday is over, but I think it wasn't a true holiday just because there was just so much going on. It makes me appreciate nurseries, bruv. Yeah. I'm going to be honest, man.
You're in the thick of it right now because it's just the person who's got mad amount of energy in it at the end of the day.
So much energy, bruv. And it's not even the energy. I can't entertain her enough.
Yeah. That's one of the struggles that I'm only coming to terms with now because entertaining a toddler. Yeah, would you call her a toddler now? She's coming into
she's a toddler,
full on toddler. It's the hardest thing. Look, they always talk about resilience, bro. There's no shame in giving up in entertaining a toddler after a while, yeah, because she's only gonna get bored of you. There's gonna be two. She will
get bored.
You get bored of her.
It's in the nature.
Yeah, exactly. Because her attention span is all over because there's so many new things and she's mobile, etc. And you have so many things going on in your doko, innit, that you need to complete.
Yep.
And do.
It's boundaries, bruv. She's
testing all of them.
She's testing them, man. Yep. So that's been a busy 3 weeks, I think it was.
Yeah, man.
So heading back into the office tomorrow, actually. So we'll see how that goes, man. It's just you think, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a bit of a respite, and then you go into work and you're like, fuck this, man. You don't
know what. You know what? You wish you had the balance of both, innit? Dip in and out when you can of both.
I don't know. This is too much right now. I need to go back and play around, horse around with a little toddler.
I also think, exactly. Horse around. You know what? It's good though because when life is shit, yeah, and you've got someone little who has no cares in the world, but is such a ray of sunshine to go home to and play with, yeah. For that, it does make things. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Yeah, no, it's good. New perspective.
Yeah,
when you think, when you're like being myopic about your problems, and you look at a little kid who's fascinated by how a bottle top closes on a bottle. It makes me like, okay.
Is she a specialist in opening and closing, bro?
She's I think that's going to be a specialist subject, bro. Any double. She can open up a double because you can close it, bro. And she's so happy about it. She's like, I did it.
I think
we've been doing sleep training with her right now. Again.
Yeah.
Also, I've mentioned sleep training in earlier episodes. Just for clarification, for those of you who have not tried this or, haven't done it for whatever reason, it's not a one and done thing. You know that, yeah? You have to, it's like training, right? So you have to do it periodically when they get sick or when they have like a regression or something. So we've been doing that right now. And, I try and kind of give her some encouragement. So in the morning when she's achieved it, I say, you did it. So now, whenever she wakes up, even if it's 3 a.m., she's like, I did it. And I'm like, no, go back to sleep.
Is that her word? Those are her words now, yeah? I did it.
Those are her words. There's the three. She does not say good morning. She says, I did it. Whenever she wakes up, she says, I did it. Even if she's having a nap, she wakes up, she says, I did it. So, yeah, it's funny. It's funny how they pick up like these random things, man.
I think it'll get. You know what? Keep them entertained after because as they get older, they get tired of you. They also need. I'm rambling. I don't know why, but recently during Christmas, me and my oldest were doing. We found a fond love of just sitting there doing Lego together.
Oh, that's Lego's good though.
Lego's
When
sick,
they have attention span for it.
the Lego's good, and then she's got into playing a lot of board games, etc. Right, so we're doing more of that, and I used to find it very mind numbing playing little kids board games. You know, I'd be like, oh man, this is good. I sound like a bad father here, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. You know when?
No, you don't.
No, but you know when you were a kid and you just wanted someone older to play with you. You had people your own age to play board games, but it was never that you didn't want to just play with them. You wanted someone older to play with you as well, like your parents, and you knew that. Okay. Oh wow, they actually. Oh, you know when they say yes, yeah, I've got some time, so I'm going to play. You knew that this was either going to go one of two ways. They're either going to leave halfway during the game and never come back, and the game is finished, or
that's sad, bro.
Yeah, or they're going to be there for the long haul, and you've got to cherish every moment and squeeze every drop out of it. Yeah, that's how I used to feel.
Yeah,
because when it came to playing my kids, like when they were a little bit younger than what they are now, like little board games, like boring ones, yeah, like Snakes and Ladders or something like that. Yeah, I'd be like, all right, I'll give it 3 rounds. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my attention span, or they're gonna lose theirs. Yeah, they never do. They get, I say, yeah, let's do it, and they get so excited. Yeah, and then I'm present in the moment. Yeah, but I know that after one game, they're gonna want to play another. Yeah, and so I'm already. I don't know why the dread is there, but you know what? One time, Snakes and Ladders is one of those games, yeah, especially with board games. They know the proper rules of all the board games. Yes, you can't even scam them. Yeah,
no, you can't.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Bro, you get to, when you get on Snakes.
How can you scan them on Snakes and Ladders?
Because if let's just say you're 3 away from reaching home, 100 or whatever it is, but you get 5. You could just say, 1, 2, 3, innit? You 5. The other 2, let's say you rolled.
That counts though.
No, man, you're meant to go back. We.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're meant to go back. So if you've got a roll of 3 and you roll a 5, you go 1, 2, 3, and then you go 4, 5, and you're 1 away after.
These are new rules, bro.
Yeah, and the chances of rolling a 1 or a 2 when you really need it on the dot, is very, 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 numb. Yeah, it's not going to happen, bro. Yeah, well, not going to happen quickly anyway. The chances probability is very low. Now things have changed a little bit. They're a bit more like, okay, I don't want to play these games anymore. I want to play like Monopoly Deal, or and or Uno or things like that, right? Or now she's getting into chess or checkers or whatever. And now it's like, because they're concentrating so hard, bro, I'm rubbish at board games, so she beats me. And now it bugs me. So now I'm like, no, I want to play. I want to play again. I become more competitive. When someone beats you at something, even if it's your own kid, you're like, I'll play again. So now, but she's like, no, I don't want to.
She's like, I'm done.
We played 5 times. I want to do something else now. And I'm like, no, I'm chasing her now, bro. Yeah. Do you understand? So the tables are turned, and now they haven't got time, or their attention's back. They want their attention's somewhere else now. I've played with you. I've beaten you. You're too easy, to beat. I thought, like, this is what happens, isn't it? So I don't know, man. Cherish the Snakes and Ladders, isn't it? Cherish the Snakes and Ladders.
So that's basically going to be my highlight then.
That's you. When she starts beating you and becoming more competitive, you'll start to become more competitive, and these games are life or death. Well, there was one day where she beat me at chess. Yeah, I've never been a chess person anyway. But now it's like she beat me, and I was like a few times in a row without even paying attention. Yeah, she was watching TV.
Oh, what? She was just like what? Just chilling
halfway. Yeah,
like doing some coloring.
Yeah. She was watching TV, and then I was like. I thought, when you're a kid, you throw you pick up the thing, and you walk away. Obviously, I didn't do that. Yeah, in my mind, I was like, my inner child is telling me to do it. Yeah, because she's about to win. Yeah, and there was adults watching, innit? There was my niece. My niece was watching, and I was like, oh yeah, this is embarrassing. But anyway, there's no shame in it.
You did the walk of shame then.
I've not walked back and looked at the chessboard ever since.
Oh, chess, you're retired now?
No, I'm not retired. Yeah, I'm just waiting. Biding my time.
Are you practicing by yourself?
Well, you know what? Now I understand why people used to set up certain moves in chess and then wait and see how they could, come out of it, basically. Because when you're cornered, I don't know what the chess terminology is for it, clearly. But
it's a very strategic game, man.
It is, man. It is. But you know what? It's actually, I used to hide away from it because I had like chess gremlins. I don't know, man. This is only for, this is for people like you, bro. Yeah, the brain boxes of the world. Yeah,
nah, bro. I don't play chess.
Yeah, but I think, bro. Yeah, now it's like, you know what? Actually, as you start to get a grasp of what every piece does, every pawn does, or how the knight works, etc., then you're more and more intrigued. And I guess it's I'm just, my daughter's explaining it very well to me, so now she's teaching me something. Anyway.
That's crazy, man. I remember when you introduced us to Monopoly deals. I don't know where you were you were going somewhere, and we came over, and you were like, "Bruv, check this out." And then me, you, Nish, and Gogan played for like, I don't know, I think it was like half an hour or something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that weekend we had to go to Bristol, and I bought it. We were playing it in Bristol,
I remember.
bro. Obsessed.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not. Gogan's the brains, bro. Yeah, like she keeps winning. I mean, there are occasions where I win, but then I go to town and I kind of like, because you can wipe someone out, innit?
Yeah, you rub it in her face.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's the kind of winner I am.
That's
bro.
who I am too. Don't worry.
I'm not a graceful winner, bro, and I'm not a graceful loser either.
No, it's like, well, how can you win 3 times in a row? I have not won. What am I doing wrong? What strategy am I using? I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, when you think you've got them and they're all quiet and they're like,
yeah.
You know what? It's I don't know. You're just competitive, isn't it? At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with it.
I remember one time we were in Cali and we took it with us, and I can't remember what the argument was, but we had an argument about something, or I was annoyed and irritated about something, and it was at Gogan. Like, I was annoyed at her for something, and she was like, "Should we just play some? Do you want to play Monopoly Deals?" I was like, "All right, cool, bro." I'll never forget it. She beat me 3 times in a row. And when you're upset at someone, and they destroy you at Monopoly Deal, bro.
And did she ask, "Are you okay?"
I said, "I don't want to play anymore." I wanted to throw the cards. Like, the magicians throw the cards in the air.
Pick up 52.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I still remember that.
I don't know how we got into this tangent, man, but
it's entertaining kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
Entertaining
kids is the hardest thing ever.
Yeah,
ever.
It's true. So do you have a struggle then?
Yeah.
You might as well go first to keep it 2 weeks running, innit?
All right, fine.
Have a brace.
All right, cool. Braces.
Oh, hold on, wait, what was the score?
Shut up, man. I'm not talking about it. 2-2.
No, wait, honestly, I don't know.
You live, man. You live. 2-2, man. 2-2.
I'm alive.
Fucking Ahmad Diallo scored in the 80th minute, bro.
I honestly didn't know, man. I didn't check it. I was putting baby to sleep in it.
I know your score because I've been watching it closely.
All right, man. Let's just get into your struggle.
I'm sorry.
Go on, what you got, man?
Yeah, well, let's talk about that, actually.
Well, you want to talk about what? The football?
Yeah, let's talk about for weeks. For about 3 years now, yeah? Mm-hmm. Me and you have this. We went from a relationship of football where we'd always goad each other, yeah? When we were at uni, right? So
yeah,
because I still think back in uni days, back in showing our age in about between 2006 and like 2007, etc. Arsenal were probably better than Liverpool at that point, right? But they were slightly close, or there was a point where Liverpool were always a threat when they played Arsenal. Not from a league position perspective, never a threat, but we used to goad each other. Right, but as time has gone on, we act as if we don't care. We don't follow football anymore. I mean,
we don't.
It's like the elephant in the room. Football has become the elephant in the room. Yeah, whether Arsenal have been doing shit or whether Liverpool have been doing well, and vice versa. Yeah, doesn't matter, right?
It's true.
And now there's the parallel universes are now like, if obviously if we're doing this on video, but it was all topsy turvy. Yeah, when Arsenal were doing well, Liverpool doing shit, and when Liverpool were doing well and Arsenal were doing shit, right? But now it's balanced, yeah. So there's more at stake. So I've noticed over the last few weeks is that there's been a bit more football kind of like talk, yeah. Like, what was the score, man? You lot drew, innit? You lot drew. And I'm thinking, I'm watching your games closely. I'm like, it's all right, man. Don't worry, man. When your team's doing well, yeah, and someone else's team is close, but they probably drop points, and you're like, you're trying to you're okay, so you don't want to jinx anything for yourself, right? So you show some kind of empathy and compassion towards the others. So you're happy that they drop points, but you're like, nah, it's cool, man. It's only a draw, bro. There's plenty of games. Yeah, there's plenty halfway. Yeah, but 5 hours earlier when the game was going on, you're like, fucking, why couldn't they lose, man? Or why couldn't my team win? Now I gotta get on this podcast with this guy. Yeah. I'm telling you, we were just talking about competitiveness, with kids. Yeah, there's competitiveness within adults as well. Yeah,
100%.
But go on.
I think we're both competitive.
Yeah, we are, and I think there's so much. Back then, we didn't have as much going on in life as we do now, right?
Yeah.
So when sport now, there's so much going on in life that you don't even want to be competitive in the sport. You know what I mean? Isn't it? You don't even let the football. The football is you enjoy it for yourself. That's what I feel. We have a mutual respect. Yeah. Obviously, you're like, I hope they fucking lose today, yeah, because I need my team.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like buoying you up about it. Whereas my brother-in-law, who's a Man United supporter, who always is telling me and even considering where they are and what they're doing, I always get the digs, bro.
You react.
So with him, I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I think what it is you react differently to each type of supporter these days. Rival supporter.
Yeah.
Because how we have mutual respect, yeah, and we don't react in a way, yeah, like how some people do. I do not react that way when someone, on WhatsApp, yeah, lights a fire in the mask and winds me up,
bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I bring out all the stats and all the justifications, yeah, and everything, all the memes, yeah, if I have to. But what I've noticed, and I'm not gonna lie, yeah, as you just mentioned, going back to work and you're more, as you get older, there was so much when you're younger, there's more and more to look forward to, right? Because you have less commitments, etc. I'm not saying our commitments are drowning us in any way whatsoever, right? But there's just a lot when you're a family, when you're a husband, a father, or a wife, or, a mother, and you're approaching your 40s, you start to realize, actually, man, you're not a child anymore. You're not someone's kid. You're an adult. You've become an adult ages ago, but you're more in the thick of it in life.
Yeah. Middle age, isn't
You're middle aged, man. You're middle aged. Yeah. You're. I don't want to sound morbid. I'm not going to say it anyway. But
You've said it without saying it.
Yeah, I've said it without saying it. Yeah, because I know the demographic of our listeners are going to listen to this and probably be a bit more down the dumps. But I don't want to cause that. Yeah, there's plenty to look forward to, guys. Yeah, but it's like when December hits, yeah, you are so like looking, you're happy as Larry, bro, because you're gonna get those 2 weeks off. Yeah, you don't care that it's dark outside, but as Christmas passes, bro, and it gets darker and colder, bro, do you know how January, February are the most depressing months because as you get older, you've probably got shitloads to do at work for the new year because everyone's going to be gung-ho. There's more pressure because of the position you have at work. It's dark outside, it's cold, and you have so much to do from a family perspective as well, right? And actually what used to be so much fun in life, yeah, I don't know where I'm going this from, yeah, but now you are doing a lot more work for a little bit of ample like family time, or it's a lot more work for a little bit of play. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't know, I've just realized that over, and I was like, and I'm more aware that that depressing feeling you had, that Sunday feeling you get, and ironically we're recording on a Sunday. I feel like post Christmas is like this massive hangover of a Sunday. Basically, it's just a super okay. Ignore the pun. It's a Super Sunday of fucking just of the Blues, yeah? And that's why football, for me, and I'm guessing for you as well to a certain extent, yeah? It's like that little snippet of time, bro. Yeah, whether you're playing it or whether you're watching it, yeah? Where you especially when you're watching it, you're letting 11 men dictate how your weekend goes, bro. I genuinely do that, bro. Yeah, I think as your team, if your team's doing much better than usual and it's on the verge of something, or you think it's your year, yeah, you actually let them dictate how your mood is going to be, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get
100%?
Yeah. And you know what? As I was coming up this podcast, because I put so much energy into watching that game, yeah, today, I was like, my energy's low. But I think you beat me to it, bro. And your energy, you didn't even watch the game, bro. I'm guessing you watched the one yesterday. But I'm just saying, women probably think to themselves, you're not getting paid. So why are you so consistent in watching your team? Yeah. What is it about this? But you know what? The funny thing is, Nish now asks me, any football today? So I'm like thinking, is she like an experiment? That's what she never used to be into football at all. Bruv, she is like mad on football now. Like she'll watch every game with me. My girls will watch every game. Yeah? They'll ask me. It's got to a point where, because Nish asked me, my little one will come to me and say, Daddy, is the game on today? And I'm thinking, shit, man, is something's either going wrong or right here, bro? Yeah. And I'm like, why are they getting into football? Has become a family affair, bro, to watch.
That's good though, isn't it?
It's good, but I also don't want it to become too much of a, I don't know, man, distraction.
Because then if it's like a big defeat or a big loss.
Not even that, just a distraction, because there's other things to do in life, innit, than watch football all day, innit, at the end of the day, right? But I don't mean, it's easy for me to say that, but you want to be conscious of that. It's nice though. It's nice because from the outside, everyone's like, oh, you watch, like my brother-in-law was like, oh, what? Everyone's into football. We all watched. I was like, bro, we watch football. If Liverpool playing, we watch it together. Yeah. And it's like, I'm also mindful of actually, you don't want it. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm being too conscious about it, but I'm just saying, man, it's funny how football is, keeps a lot of people going.
I think it does though, man. I feel like everyone has to find what their escapism is, especially this time of year where you're right, man. Like you've come off the back of probably one of the longest holidays, or the longest amounts of time off, or periods of time where things are quiet at work. For the most part, unless you're working in an industry where it's even busier at Christmas, and then you're coming back with the weather and the darkness and all the rest of it. But I think you need to find it, man. You need to find. I think what you're saying with like the work and how much the work there is, and then comparing that with how much play there is. I still feel like there's ways you can find it, bro.
Yeah, 100%. I think it'd be interesting to know, like from the listener's perspective, what is their escapism, whatever it is, gym.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Football is escape for me. It's escapism. It is like exactly what you're saying. It's 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Where you can just be engrossed in something, and let them dictate your weekend for sure, or the middle of your week.
Why do you think you get so emotional about it? I'm not like targeting you. Why men in general get so emotional about it?
I don't think it's only men, bro.
Yeah,
I think it's a mix.
Yeah.
But it's like anything, bro. You feel like you're part of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You feel like you're part of something bigger than you, and supporting a team or supporting a club or supporting anything. You're supporting a religion, supporting a movement, supporting a country. It's whenever it gets to that level, you're like, okay, you're just invested in the outcome.
I think people are like so passionate about football and sport in general. If you follow a team, that the way they react to leap to the defense of their team, you'd think that they were married, bro. The team, and do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always question, like, you know, that is there people out there who are shy to, defend their own, from a family perspective, but when it comes to their team, bro,
team.
bro, they jump to the. But anyway, I don't know how we got onto this tangent, bro.
I think you brought it up, man. But it's good though. It's a good one. It's a good topic, man. I think it's you know what it is for me. I'm nowhere near as fanatical as I was about it, and I think it's for the reasons that you said. Like, there's other things going on, and I don't even get time, bro. You know what? It's so bad right now that I used to know all the players and all the teams. I don't know that anymore. Like, I don't have time to keep up with all of it. Like, I tried to set up fantasy football, right? Beginning of the season. I submitted my team and I haven't seen it since. And my team was called Gosio FC, bro. Because I knew it was only going one way, man. I don't have the time for it. I can't do it. So when it comes to, I barely can keep track of my own team. And but it wasn't like that before. I used to we used to watch Match of the Day 1 and 2 at the flat.
Yeah. Can't do it now. I fall asleep. I can't. I even that sound of the crowd mid game. It doesn't matter how, unless I'm standing and it's intense. Yeah, but I could easily fall asleep. Yeah, because it's like, one, you don't sit on that couch as often because there's just so much stuff going on, and two, it's like when you do, you're like you want to do everything within that 90 minutes, which is like sleep, sit there, eat, watch do you understand what I mean? Like, because that you know, as soon as that's over, you've had some bit of play, so that means the next 3-4 hours is all about work, and you got to work, which is not like, could be anything, your daily chores or being a parent again, rather than a football hooligan
screaming at the team, throwing things at the TV. Do you? So when you're watching football with the kids, do you swear?
I have. Yeah, I have.
And then what do they?
I get in trouble.
Oh, you? Okay.
I used to get in trouble from Nish, innit? But then I get in trouble from the little one as well, and it's saying, "Daddy," and you're so engrossed into it. Yeah, you're like, yeah. But you know what? I think they've come to expect it, which is not good anyway. But it is. I've toned it down. I actually stay quiet now. I literally, like, even if a goal,
that's unhealthy.
Even if a goal goes in, I stay quiet, bro. Even I'm just, like, I get annoyed if we've conceded a rubbish goal to concede, But even if we score, I stay quiet, bro. I don't know why. I don't put in, because I know mentally any football game is going to exert energy out of me. But even if it's just watching it, because you're keeping all that emotion inside as well. But I've learned to calm down about it, because I've also accepted that this shouldn't affect what I need to do.
I'll scream, man.
Yeah,
I will scream. I'll scream and I'll jump. I literally jump in the air, bro. I scare anyone that's near me. Yeah. Like, my dad might be. I remember Champions League days, right? Champions League nights when I was living at home, because I'd make everyone watch it, right? Dad would be kind of watching it, but half asleep. And then Thierry Henry will do his magic, bro. I'm like, come on, bro. Yeah, I told you. Robbie will fall off his head, bro, because he got off. He woke up in such a rush. And I wouldn't care, bro. I'll be running around the living room.
I used to do that a lot. Yeah, I think I scare people. Like, how you scare people. Yeah, like you just said. I think the thing is, when you scare someone, you scare your dad, it's okay. Yeah, he's not gonna. He's gonna be like, he's gonna wake up scared. So when you scare someone, who gets scared and gets like worked up, like, why'd you do? When you get angry.
Oh yeah, I've done that to Gagan, bro. Yeah? She's hit me back. Yeah, said, what are you doing, man? Why are you doing that for me? What's wrong with you?
She'll come at me, be like, what are you doing that for? You scared me. So that's why everyone stays away from me. But I think my emotion is shown in relief. So if we're 2-2, if we're 1-0 down, if it's 1-0 down, and we come back and win 3-2, that's like an emotional game, isn't it, at the end of the day? But But yeah.
That's crazy, man. Where was your struggle? Did we get? Is that your struggle?
That's
no, you didn't really.
Bro.
Huh?
Not my struggle.
Okay, what was your struggle then?
I was gonna say, well, I've forgotten. What were you talking about?
You had a struggle. You told me just now.
Oh yes, yeah. So my struggle is, well, I don't know if it's my struggle, but it could be a lot of people's struggle. Was when you go on holiday, right? And you're going somewhere where there's family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your parents say, and you've got a lot of immediate family there, but you're just going on a holiday to that place because it's a good holiday destination. You want to, you're going to see something, whatever, right? But you have no intention of going to see family. In the Indian culture, and your parents say, you should go to this person's house, or you should go to this person's house, and you should go, and then whatever you want to do after, once you've met everyone, you go and do what you want to do, right? How do you feel about that? And should you feel obligated to do it? Because one, is it the Indian culture that dictates this? Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're spending all this money to go on holiday for your peace of mind, but then you're not doing what you want to do. Does it sound selfish? Probably, but don't you have to? I think in this day and age, we've learned how to protect our boundaries, right? Even if it is because you need to do what you want to do. Because if you go and do something that someone else wants you to do, you're just a yes man, yeah, and that is going to build resentment later on down the line. But anyway, what's your thoughts?
Blanket policy. I'm not visiting anyone, bro. I don't care who it is. Unless you're going there for that reason. And it depends where you're going, right? If you're going to...
Well, let's say I'm going... I'll give you a scenario. You're going to a country where your first cousins live, or your parents' siblings live.
But I'm going which part of that country? Am I going close by to where they are?
You're yes. Yeah.
But no one lives in the kind of country where they'll be like, I'll be going on holiday, man.
Oh, I'm just saying, innit? Right?
Oh, okay, so what, hypotheticals, yeah?
I made you think now, innit?
I wouldn't do it, man.
Okay, you've got family in Kenya, right?
Bro, I know that they don't do it. I know that there's family that I have when I know that when they've come, like if they're out of London, they come to London, they don't come and say hello. And I understand that because you don't always have the time and you're in London for something else, right? So I get it, and I wouldn't. I'm not gonna, bruv. If I'm going, okay, so let me take that as a hypothetical. So if I'm going to Zanzibar and Dad's like Damji Bhai's there, I'm not going to see Damji Bhai, bruv. I don't care if he's Dad's fast friend, bruv, yeah, or he set up Dad's business back in the day, bruv, yeah. Dad can go and see Damji. I'm not seeing that.
I agree, because the way he said it in passing, innit, yeah? He's like, let me just test the waters to see if Roger will go see him, so I look good. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what it is, yeah?
He said that to me before. He said there was someone in Dubai. He goes, "Ye loga fujara mariye che. Baju mach che. Itane maine phone kido itane airport.
Yeah, thank you."
I'm like, "No, bro. Nah, man. You should think, you what?" Then I was like, "Oh, Dad, so what? Is he gonna pick me and Gagan up as well, and the little one, and all of our luggage?" He was, "Nah, ye to kari le. Ike setting kari."
That's loosely in it, yeah. He's just testing the water to see if you'd go in it, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
My dad would do that exact same thing, and he's done it before. Yeah.
Did you bite the bait?
No. And I was young then as well, but it's when I got married. Yeah, I was on my honeymoon in Australia. And he's got a really good friend who moved from London to Australia. He's like, they'll come in. He kept phoning me, they're saying, come over. I was like, bro, I had to get annoyed. And then you look like the idiot, yeah? I had to say no to my dad. I'm not going there. I'm not. Yeah. How often are you going to go to Australia?
And you're on your honeymoon.
But I think, the Indian culture doesn't understand that. If you say, I'm on my honeymoon,
take them with you.
Yeah.
Bro, take him and his wife, bro. Go out for dinner for 4, bro.
Yeah. So straight. You're already trying to I don't know, man, familiarize yourself with your own kind of values at that age, yeah? When I was when I was getting married, etc. And you still don't have your own. So sometimes there's for a long time we adopt our parents' values. You see it in people a lot.
Yeah,
you see it.
You do, because you got no baseline.
Yeah, and you see it in people who are closer to our age who you see the black and white with people who move away from it and the ones who have adopted it. Oh, you came here, you didn't come see me. Yeah, or like I'm like you. I have no expectation for people if they're in the country, and it could be my own sister, bro, and she could live somewhere else. If she doesn't want to come see us, I'm not gonna. She at the end of the day, she's gonna nip it in the bud at this. Say, look, we haven't got much time, so we're not gonna no skin off my back. Yeah. At the end of the day, it is you should do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, one day I'll be in that same position, and I might not have time to come see you because I want to do what I want to do. It is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, there's no love lost.
Do you think that means, like, if we continue to do that over the generations, we just become more like individualized and not as a community?
Yeah.
If you don't go out of your way to just keep in touch with people,
it depends where your relationship.
My contrarian.
Yeah, it depends where
your
relationship with the person that you're in. You're more likely. Let's just put it like this. Yeah, if you've got a really good friend who lives in another country, and you're on that front foot, you're like, I'm going there, but I want to go see him. You're gonna make your plans before you actually go out there, right?
Yeah. If it matters.
But you might have, how back in the day our parents had like 7-8 siblings, yeah? Well, the youngest may not be as tight with the eldest. Yeah. They might not, as in not because they've fallen out or whatever. It just could be that way, right? So they might not go see him at the end of the day because they just don't have time or they don't really feel that they want to. There could be so many different reasons, right?
Yeah.
And there's got to be understanding. But you're right, yeah. If you don't go out your way, if let's just say you go there 3 times and you still haven't gone there.
No, but then you're sending a message, isn't it? And then it's like,
I don't want a relationship with you. It gets to that point, right? If you continuously do it, that's definitely one thing. But I think your question there, the short answer is yeah, there is a risk of that.
Because then it's just going to be. But then, is it individualistic, or is it then you have a smaller group but stronger ties, versus like our dad's generation, they had massive groups, bruv. But the ties, I don't know, bruv. But the thing is that I think the ties are weak. But then when these people speak to dad, it's like these are like brothers, bruv. And I'm like, how do you have the subhand? That's what they're saying. It's subhand.
Look, shall we be honest? You could have met someone. My dad could have met someone. I'll give my dad, at a party. All he did was touch his shoulder and talk to him for about 5 minutes, yeah? The next time he sees him, you would have thought that they knew each other from 5 to 10 years ago they used to go to school together. They used to rip pants and go to school together, bro. Yeah, that's what the story is, isn't it? My jumpal chene tuti gaila tha college ma jata to chene my sathe avto to college ma. All that kind of stuff, yeah. It could lead to that, bro.
Wait, hold on, wait. What happened in that story?
No,
he gave him his jumper.
This is a hypothetical, yeah. There's a similar story anyway, but I'll let my dad tell it. I don't do it justice. Yeah, he says it with more emotion. Anyway, but it goes that far. So I actually think, the other day I was on the phone to my mum. Oh, this Daksha auntie's over here. We're just having a chat. Bro, I don't even know who Daksha is, bro. Yeah? Bro, I have no idea who she is. But my mum's actually telling me that she's there as if my mum's known her for years.
Like, oh, how is she? How's the kids?
Yeah, my mum's known her for years. And I've known her for years as if like she changed a nappy of mine or something. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it goes, the way they tell it, yeah? Let me ask you a question. We know people that we've lost touch with, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But
even in our short lives, bro, compared to our parents.
Yeah, and you're not close to them at all, right?
No.
So when that person calls you, or when you get back in touch with them, you know that the way you talk to them is going to be as if someone listening into that conversation is going to be like let's just say Gagan was listening to your conversation with this person you've lost contact with for years. She'll instantly know that off the expression of your face, you weren't expecting a call from this person. and the way you're talking to them as well, you could see the relationship is so distant, that you barely know this person. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
The way our parents do it, bro, they could have not spoken to this person 20 years ago. They'll pick up the phone, someone will call them it. All right, Kemcho, all right, but all right. And they'll talk. They'll talk as if they saw each other yesterday.
Yeah,
how is that?
I don't know. I don't know why that is, and I don't know if it's necessarily a good or a bad thing. In some ways, I'm like, that's quite. I don't know. I think it's quite nice, but is it coming from a place of? Is it just their nature is like that, and ours is? Well, no, I need to be tight with you for us to have that kind of a dialogue. And is it for them? It's just like no. You're just everyone's on the same level.
It's their nature. It's the way, the cultural thing, and how they grew up, right? Because I think it's because when they came to this country, or wherever they settled, right? It's like a community, isn't it? At the end of the day,
yeah.
I don't know. I put it down to that because
I think so. Yeah,
they came not knowing anyone, and if they did, any person they didn't know, or they did find who came from a similar background, because there's loads of them, right? Back in those days, and that's why it's like they built a community. Well, with us, we're like, when someone calls after a very long time, you're thinking, you do the small talk, and you're like, what do you want, man? Why have you called me? Wait, why have you called me? Who died? Yeah.
Oh, I lie, bro. It is though, yeah. It is.
It's that you just want to get. I don't know. Not that we're not as welcoming, but I don't know, man. I think I feel like we keep a smaller circle of friends, right? At the end of the day, and not even. Let's put it this way: we've got our tight friends. Yeah, me and you are tight. We don't speak on the phone. We speak more on text. And if you call me, we know, innit? It's if I get a phone call, bro. Yeah, I know it's something that couldn't wait over text. Let's put it that way. That's the way our generation is.
There's a hierarchy now, though. So there's like the hierarchy is text message, voice note, phone call.
That's it. Phone call is the last. It's like last.
It's the last. Because
you have to physically, move your arm to the phone and commit. You can't commit 5 minutes to a phone call. This is a phone call for half an hour at least, or 20 minutes at least. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I don't know.
That's why the voice note works, because it's like, I know I get a response back. You could be doing anything. I could be doing anything, and it's cash.
Yeah.
But, bruv, I think you're right, man. I think they have a different nature.
And also, going back to, whether we're, you're obliged to go to someone's house or not. Yeah. If you don't go to that person's house, even though you've been invited, because everything comes through your parents, right? The person over there is telling your parents you should come. You should send them. Make sure they come. You don't come. Either that person's offended, and then your parents are going to get the backlash in it, and then that's where the breakdown in like you come back, tunagi on it, and then you get the guilt trip.
The guilt trip,
yeah. Do you have that?
No, I haven't, because my dad. I haven't been given that request, and I haven't taken it seriously when I've been given it. And I've shut it down like instantly. Yeah. So there's no room for doubt. But when I'm getting on that plane, bro, there ain't no way I'm going to Damji, bro.
You'll be gone at your hotel. Damji's waiting at the arrivals. Rajiv and family.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
This is a complete. This story is not related. It's related to one part of what you said.
Okay.
But I'm going to say
it. Everything's welcome, bro.
Gentlemen. You know when you were saying that, you were giving that analogy or the hypothetical story of like your dad telling you when his jump balls were broken and he was at school.
But let me ask you a question. I said one thing, yeah? One small thing, yeah? And you fixated on those jump balls, bro. Yeah, go on.
It was very poignant, man. Cool. Bro, when you were telling me that, I just saw, those flip-flops, the one with they call them thongs, in it, in Australia.
That's exactly. Look, I'm gonna heighten the story up before I set you up a little bit, yeah. So I can satisfy you and your fetish with my dad's jumper. Yeah.
Hey, look, yeah, I'm sure there's some listeners that also have the same fetish, bro.
We wear Havaianas, isn't it? It's funny, isn't it? How something has become fashionable on holiday.
Yeah.
Havaianas. But these were the jumper that our parents used to wear back in the day. People don't even wear they use them to wear to the toilet now. They used to wear them out, innit, over there.
Yeah.
The thongs, right?
Yeah.
You know the middle bit when it comes out?
Yeah.
Because that was one of the defects of those jumpers.
Design fault.
Yeah. They used to keep it together with a safety pin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's how my dad would always remind me when we go to India. College में auto to mara champal tuti gayla tha un safety pin sathe chede. I was keeping my my slippers together with a safety pin. I've heard this story so many times. Obviously, the first time it was like, oh, cool. As in, like, you start picturing your dad, as you in your body wearing those jumper with flary trousers, yeah. And then it's a story, isn't it, at the end of the day? But those jumper have never left my thought. Whenever my dad thinks that, when your dad's probably told you 100 stories about his childhood, and he probably thinks that because of the reaction, you don't disregard it. You've listened to it so many times. So when he's told you it the 100th time, you've disregarded it because
there's no reaction.
It's ingrained in your mind. So I feel like he needs to tell me this story over and over again because he thinks that I don't remember it. So if he ever listened to this, he knows. Your dad knows about the jumper. Yeah, you know about the jumper. My dad knows, and I know about the jumper as well, bro.
But all our listeners know about the jumper, bro.
Yeah, even your dad's dopey, bro. We know about it. Does that make sense? How can you prove to your parents that you listen to every story they tell you about their childhood? You can't, can you?
Can't.
Anyway,
you can't.
Back to your thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I just combined this into the struggle, bro.
Oh,
because it is a struggle that happened many years ago. I think this was at Mittel's wedding.
Go for it.
In India.
Yeah.
So I took parents, right, mum and dad, and there was a whole like jig going on with the Mojris. I think it was very temporary for Mittel's one. It didn't last very long. It was like a flash in the pan kind of situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had Mojris on the mind, and I don't know what it's like with you, bro, when you're traveling with your parents, but you always kind of have one eye on them, just in case something's going to go down, right? Or they need you for something, especially if you're abroad. Okay, anything can happen, right? Especially as they get older. And my mum came to me at one point, right? This was, and obviously it's Mittel's wedding, so do you remember we were taking turns in sitting next to him? And she came up to me, and I was like, something must be up. For her to come up to me in the middle of, like, Mittel's wedding, I saw it on her face, and I was like, "What's happened?" And she was like, "Dad's Mojris have broken." Bro, yeah. I was like, "Okay, but I'm sure he's fine." Like, this was mid-ceremony, and you know how these things are going to go on for at least another 4 hours, right? And I was like, "How bad are they?" And she was like, "They're talking." So literally the soul is ripped off at the top. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, what do we do? And then she was like, we need to sort something out because he needs to put them on to walk and get food and stuff. So I gave him my Mojris, bro. That was my like comparison to your story, because I was like, it's all right, Dad. I'll walk around barefooted. You can take my jumper, even though they don't match with what you're wearing. And I don't know what I did or how I got home, bro. Because I remember that I think I then took the talking ones and I squeaked myself home, bro, that day.
In India?
I'm pretty sure of it, because I was like, I can't have him walking with those.
In India?
And it was in India, yeah.
Oh my God.
The wedding day.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't wear shoes for most of the rest of the wedding, right? I was just like walking around barefoot. Because we were going in and out of the mandap anyway, so it was fine.
Yeah.
But I had to give Dad mine.
The ultimate sacrifice.
And I was like, Dad, we just bought these.
Yeah.
How? How did you do it? He goes, come on, come on, Rotiga.
You know what?
So annoying.
Was he? Was he worried? of how he was going to get home in those talking Mudri.
He had that face, man. Mum had the face of fear, and I was like, okay, we can find. There's shoes everywhere. If you want to do that. There's always something with Dad in his footwear.
That's
man.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man.
It's like the Garba incident again, bro. Maybe that uncle was there that jacked them up and he sabotaged his feet.
You know, on the way home, did he say again to you? Did he? Amara nati. You know what he said?
Like, yeah, of course they're not. They're mine, bro.
You know what? You made the sacrifice, didn't it? Had to do it. Do you know what though? In India, there's no. You don't look out of place at all walking around barefoot anyway, man.
But, nah, man. Not at a wedding.
Not at a wedding. It's in the park, isn't it? Everyone's walking around in the grass, isn't it?
Everyone's walking around. It's cash. But yeah, I still remember that, man.
I think, you know, especially at a wedding and your attire, when it doesn't, you know, when something goes wrong, and why is it that it's always likely to go wrong at a wedding? Wrong tie.
Stakes are higher, man. Stakes are higher. Wrong tie.
Okay, I actually want to bring up something, actually.
Go on. Welcome.
All right, you sure? Okay. How we do? Hold
on, very quickly before you get to that. Yeah, this is like literally a minute. My parents all went to India and they were going to see my cousin's family, and they were in this building that had like loads of lifts. One lift, but loads of stairs, loads of floors. Okay, and they must have got the floor wrong, and they pressed the bell, and the guy opened the door. Didn't know who these. Obviously, didn't know. My family didn't recognize any of them, and he was like, "I want that." But that's what it is, though. The hospitality, man.
Yeah.
Don't even know the man's. Come inside.
I mean, let me ask you a question. I'm sure in your time when you were living with your parents, at some point someone's knocked on the door. They were Indian, and you didn't know who they were, but you've opened the door and said, and you had to act as if you knew who they were.
Oh yeah.
Your parents were expecting them.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, hello, auntie, hello. You act as if you're trying to find some familiarity, yeah, but you can't. Yeah. You can't.
No.
But what else do you do? Because
no, you got to carry on like you know them.
They're brown. They're just like you know that. Well, I know they're Patel, bruv. Yeah, because and they come in as if they were always meant to be there, and in your mind you're thinking, conche.
Hey, bro, you know what? That used to happen on the phone all the time.
Yeah,
someone would phone the house, right? Obviously, back then, no mobiles, right? So someone phones the house. And it's either one of the three of us, like me or my older or my younger sister. We pick up the phone, and it's like, "Hello, Kimcho, all right, Rajiv." And I'm like, "Fuck it, they know my name, so there's some connection." I don't know. I'm like, "All right, Kimcho, badui, all right, ha, bas Kimcha at school, badui, ha, badui, all right." And I'm like, and then I was like, and I don't know who it is, so I don't know whether they want to speak to mum or whether they want to speak to dad. So I have to wait and then like try and long it out, and it's dead conversation, bro. Absolute dead cuss your conversation. Yeah, there's nothing. Just waving the phone around, bro. Yeah, and then we're like, yeah, chair, daddy. And then I'll give him the phone, and then dad will make this face, like the face is like, who is it? Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know who it is, bro.
No, you got the grip on the phone like this.
Yeah. Covering the mic. Yeah. Shaking my head saying, I don't know who it is, man. Just conche. Now I'm talking conche. Because they want to mentally prepare for the conversation. As if they're going to say hello, what's the tone?
As if our parents have done something wrong to someone, yeah, and they're calling.
Naughty got it.
It's too late now because I would have said that by now, isn't it? You know what?
But yeah, that used to happen all the time.
And when you picked up the phone and it was that, you know, did you ever feel like, and there's no shame in saying, because I did as well, I felt like this, yeah? Did you ever feel like, why did I pick up the phone?
All the time.
Why? As you think that, you know how when you're young and you want to get some mail and it's never for you.
Yeah.
Right? And you want to get your phone call. As if you're expecting a phone call from someone, as if you are, right? But there is no one that's going to call you.
No, it's never for you.
Yeah, it's never for you.
The older that we got, the more we realized. And also we started having our own phones, right? Yeah. So I think round about the time, by the time like my sisters were about to get married, like around those years, the phone would be ringing, and we'd sit in the sitting room, bro. Yeah, and the phone's ringing, no one's answering it, bro.
Yeah,
because you know that it's not going to be for you, and you're going to have to make small talk.
Did you argue amongst yourselves like someone get it? But the person who says someone get it doesn't want to get it themselves, yeah?
No.
And then if it rings for too long, one of the parents gets annoyed. ¿Quién pone the And then that triggers like, do you want to go? That used to happen in my house all the time, and I started to make a conscious effort of not picking up the phone when I was with my parents, because I knew because it's just dead conversation, and you don't even know who it is. And
that's the worst. You don't know who it is. Like a mystery. You know how they have that masked singer?
Yeah, it's mystery caller.
Mystery caller, bro.
Guess who?
Which gago is it? You gotta guess. You gotta call them to try and figure it out. And you don't have much evidence. You can have scraps, bro. You have a little bit of a voice.
Yeah,
and that's about it. If there's a delay on the line, then you know it's international. That's it. That's all you got.
And you know what? I also realized that when you did pick up the phone, it was like the Spanish Inquisition, bro. They haven't told you who they are, yeah, but they've asked you how old you are, what you're doing at school. They haven't even called for you. It's as if they called for you. It's as if they called for you because they got all these questions. And then it gets to the point where, chair, mommy, and you're like, nah, nothing. And then they're like, yeah, chair, bro, I did. And then you have to give them the specifics, yeah, like where. Okay, it's bruv, it goes on and you're like thinking, and back then, bro, and I think that's why, do you know, like when someone gives you a life story, like a lot of Indians give you the life story, yeah, because you're conditioned to do that. You're not. There's no mystery to a person. Back in the day, there wasn't a mystery. You knew exactly what they were doing, where they were going, yeah. When they go away, you know where they're going, and then you know where they're actually traveling to as well, and what dates they're going to be
Airline,
flight number, yeah, social security, you know everything, their passport number, you know everything. But there used to be certain people that used to call the house, yeah. They used to be like, they would say, they'd ask me like exactly where my parents and when they will be returning, bro. Yeah. Do you ever get that?
Yeah. क्या है आपसे अर्धी कलाक में okay
and
पांचवा phone करी
it's not 5 minutes later you get a phone call, bro, not even half an hour.
Aiwa. I'm like, bro, you need to do रेवा दे भाई तुम जीवो ही मैंने माथा को नहीं करो please मैंने football झूठ match of the day आवे छे bro.
And then you know what? There's a narrative of a phone call when a phone call is picked up, and then the person who's picked it up it's the one where you're getting information. They're getting, and then everyone's interested, bro. Sudayo. And then you're like, you've got the hand to one person who's asking you all these questions on one side there, and you're listening intently, bro, yeah, to all the information that's being relayed to you.
That's when it's like some kind of kush kubri and they can't wait to tell the right person. They just want to tell anyone.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I cut off something that you were going to say, and then we ended up on this train.
And I can't for the life of me.
I knew you weren't remember it.
What was it, bro?
We were talking about guests. This was just before I started talking about, like I said, oh yeah, let me just say this one. It was meant to be a 1-minute story. I said I was going to talk about the guests, and then I don't know, bro. I don't know if you're going to get it back.
The thing about this, there's so many things that get triggered. It's like a flashback.
Yeah. It's going to come to you. It's going to come when you listen back to this. Oh, you're not going to listen back to it anyway, so it's just not going to come back to you anyway.
It's not going to come back, bro.
It's all right, bro. We're at time anyway. Thank you all for listening. This is episode 2 of 2025. Please continue to share your stories, feedback, all the rest of it. We have some listener questions that we really want to get into. Please keep sharing those. And we'll see you next week. Do you have any messages, bro?
Happy New Year. You can still say it, bro. We're still in the first week, isn't it? Happy New Year to everyone.
That's the last time you're saying that.
No, I definitely wanted to say thank you to everyone for listening to our 2 new episodes in the new year. I'm just going to mention the new year again.
Yeah, Happy New Year, innit? Shal Mubarak. I said that last week. They're going to be like, you guys are on repeat, man. All right, man. It's the beginning of the year. We still got the January blues.
Yes.
We'll see you same time next week. Share the struggle, find the funny, and see you later, people. Bye.